So that's gold medal. And we now have the full game unlocked. We can play all 100 missions now. So strap yourselves in. This is going to be a very long segment of the run. But we will get back to past number 20. And that will mean randomized layouts. That means a completely fresh game. You're going to get a completely different experience each time. It's going to be really cool. We're going to try our best to play a little bit safer on this one. And that is because I want to preserve as many lives in the early game as possible. I will need these lives later on. Again, tank going the right way. Decided, you know what? No, I'm going to change my mind. That's absolutely fine. Doesn't cost too much time. It would just be nice for it to play ball there. So just to remind people, during September, every shared sub is going to be, I'm going to be playing the match game. Essentially, I play slots. Every SMIDI banger emote there is on there will mean 1 gift sub. Also, for the entire month, instead of just SMIDI banger triggering that game from the actual slots, we are also going to do that for every 3 of a kind. And there are now only 10 emotes in the pool. Usually there are 13. So slots cost more, but your chance of winning anything like that is a lot higher. So hopefully we're going to get some subs gifted this month. Nice kill. That would have taken ages for me to get down there. Thing is, when I go down there, it's then going to take... the teal's then going to think, oh, I'm going to go up now. And just troll him even more. So, another thing to note, I am willing to gift up to 50 subs this month. Usually that is 10 for a 3-month period on the slots bonus games. But I am upping that to 50 just for this month. Because I'm expecting we could have quite a lot happen. So the mine actually auto-detonating, as I mentioned there, because the yellow tank got within 2 tiles. Gonna fire, see what happens. Nothing much, but we do get the kills there. Still no deaths. Very good. I don't expect that to last too long. I've only ever had 2 runs get past mission 20 deathless, and one of them wasn't actually trying to be a speedrun. It was me trying to actually play very safe. So very, very different ball game when you're trying to just play safe. And that is just being annoying. It's stuck in the corner because of the mines, but there you go. Stuck on the wall there, that's okay. And another bonus life gets us up to 5. So for the entire 100 mission run, we have 22 lives at our disposal. 3 at the beginning, and then obviously 1 every 5 missions. And we don't get 1 at mission 100 because that's when we complete the game. I'm going to play safe here. I just do not want to risk it, honestly. Go. Couple more kills to get. And that's it. Still saving 5 seconds. Possible death or 2 there in my PV. This is another one I really want to watch out for. So all these maps are going to go into a layout pool. That's not good. That's fine. There we go. Cool. I was worried about whether I placed the mine there or not. So I pressed B accidentally instead of A. I thought I ended up firing it myself. Yeah, so all of these layouts go into a layout pool, and they all have a chance of coming up in later missions. That's just really annoying. I tried to backtrack because I was scared of the yellow. And then I see that rocket coming towards me, and I just do not have time to readjust my aiming. That's okay. 1 death this early is not too bad. But I just wouldn't like it to be on missions that should be easy. Like 13. I shouldn't be losing them on 13. I'm just going to fire some here. The longer I take, the more risky it's going to get. Because, like, this is a bad position. This could be a bad position. But then if I leave it and just don't fire bullets for ages, I could end up being in a worse position later. So I don't really want to be stalling for too long. And that bullet, yeah, that tank was just being really annoying. That's fine. We're trying to play safe. So my estimate for Tanks 100 as a run on its own is, oh, that's bad. That was really mean. Green tank firing at me and red tank. Very difficult there. Yeah, so my estimate for this on its own is 1 hour and 10 minutes. It can obviously take a lot longer. So I'm actually going to go this way because I'm already on the right side. I do prefer to do this as well for safety because you can just sort of break through the wall, get straight through. And so far I haven't died once to that strat. When there's a green tank there anyway. So again, firing at walls, just trying to play as safe as possible. Trying to get my bullets back as quick as possible. Fast reloads are so important in this game. And I can't believe there's still 2 tanks alive, honestly. There we go. Again, just being really difficult to deal with. 5 lives still remaining. Having a little bit of sensor bar issues. I do want to get to the bottom of that before we get to our table tennis segment. Because that is going to be a killer if we still have issues when we get there. Nice. Purple tank going that way, that's fine. I expect it's going to go left again, yeah. That's just going to happen, it's just natural. There you go. And it's still not playing ball. There we go. Still a lot of time saved, though. Probably because this run was only the 2nd time I'd ever completed Tanks 100. It's only recently I've been starting to do runs of Tanks 100 on its own. Oh, that was very close there. And I am only submitting this to really, really longathon, or planning to so far. So I will have a lot of practice by the time that marathon comes around. Nice. Getting a straight shot there because I could see the green tank's nozzle was not in a great spot to fire at me. Well, not in the usual spot anyway. Usually they just find a way anyway. So now I've broken through this wall this time. Not quite getting any kills from it though. Nice. And still getting that kill around the wall. Just knowing exactly what to do around every corner on every layout is very key, because we will see these layouts later on. And not just that, but with different tank grades than we're normally used to. Sometimes you can get really, really unlucky layouts, and that's why I like to have a lot of lives spare in this run. Yep, gonna play safe there. And again, playing safe. See, this is the issue. Playing safe there meant I then had 2 tanks to deal with. So there is a balance you have to strike of how should I approach this situation. I'm not breaking through that wall. That is not worth it. There we go. Yeah. How exactly should I do this? Is it going to be better if I just charge straight through and see what I can do? Or should I play a little safer here and slower? Which would be the safest option, pretty much. There we go. But also there was a little bit of an element of bad luck on that life there. I have lost, I'd say, 1 life too many at this stage than I would like to. But we're not at the at a really bad spot. We've lost 2 lives. That's not so bad. So here, the game gets a little bit nicer, but not a whole lot nicer. So we only have 4 tanks to deal with at the moment, and a lot of them are just going to be, they're all randomized on these. So not just that, but also the layout is randomized. The nice extra bullet taking out that yellow there. So essentially, missions 20, the first 20 missions, they're all predetermined. However, from then on, that bullet was definitely going to kill. It's whatever. Nice. All of them coming towards me there. Even the teal. Nice. So missions 21 to 100, they're all randomized. So there's a layout pool for every mission number. And then It pretty much consists of some layouts that we've already seen. So when we see more layouts later on, we are going to get more in that pool. And also the tank grades are randomized. But the number of tanks is always the same. So a 540 kills will be in a full 100 mission run. But there are some that are predetermined. So every multiple of 10 is predetermined still. And multiples of 5 have the same layout, but they have different tank grades. So you do have some layouts that are the same. But not many. Nice, getting that extra bullet again, getting that kill. Just firing a little bit too many when there aren't many tanks left. Does work out. So here, only 2 reds and 2 yellows. When I was playing offline the other day, I actually got all reds on this layout, which is very unusual. I'm going to break through this wall here, see what we can achieve. I'm not going to risk it too much, though, because that red is in a really bad spot. I figured the moment I peeped out of that hole, I was just going to get destroyed. So I thought, you know what? No, we're just going to play safe. So that is a really awkward position for a tank. Also, the fact that it wasn't moving. It can either be a green tank or a brown tank. And obviously, one of them is much harder to deal with than the other. But because it's behind a wall, we can't really tell what tank it is. There is the fact that the music changes based on the highest grade tank that is on the screen. But that doesn't really help at the beginning of the mission. Really, really nice layout here. Just browns, yellows, and greys to deal with. I am going to play safe here, though, because I do have my own bullets coming towards me. Nice. I think I'm going to go this way round this time. I'm just going to commit to it right at the beginning. Should kill. Oh, apparently it's just going to be impeccable defense from a purple tank. Just no deaths going on at all there. Wow, that was really unfortunate. No deaths though from my part, so that's fine. So we are going to see one more tank grade later on here. It is going to take a very long time for us to get there. It's going to be at mission 50 before we see that tank grade. And now we have another completely predetermined level. 2 purples, 2 whites, and a green. Very awkwardly placed, all of them, actually. Especially this purple right at the beginning. I just want to save myself 1 bullet here. This purple's in a really bad spot. Usually that would not be there at that stage. So I did really want to take that out. And that's a kill. Nice. Barely avoided that white tank's bullet. But that is another 5 missions deathless. And that's what we need. We need to rack up these missions where we're having groups of 5 deathless. Because that is giving me a lot more leniency for later on. My magic number for this is 5. I need at least 5 lives for any one mission, really. Because we can drain so many lives just from a bad layout and a bad mix of tank grades. But I do really need more than 5, because obviously that's just to be safe on a single mission. We could get 2 bad ones back to back, and then I'd want a lot more than that. So from here on out, I only have splits every 5 missions, so it allows me to focus on the run. I do want to make sure I'm a little bit cautious of any bullets coming towards the bottom of the screen. Remember, this is a 2.5 dimensional game, and that means we cannot see some of the surroundings, kind of like fishing, based on the walls being in the way, and also the background being in the way as well. Was hoping for a kill on that purple tank there, but that is fine. Yeah, I was actually going to retreat there after that because that was getting a little risky. So again, another tank in the middle. It is a teal tank, but I would still like to deal with it. Okay. And mission 35. So this one is another new layout. We have 3 brown tanks. Incredible. Incredible stuff here. That's really what you want. So the tank actually moving, the yellow moving the brown tank a little bit there, that can happen. And it can sort of mess with us, but sometimes it can help. We're up to 8 lives now. Very good. So from now on, we are seeing 5 tanks per mission. I want to get some of my bullets back there. There we go. Nice. Back in it. So as long as I'm always moving around these tilt tanks, we should be okay. Emphasis on should be, because sometimes they don't behave. But usually they fire directly at me. So we normally won't have too much of a problem. They're very deterministic, which is not a thing that is with all of the tanks in this game. Some of them will just do whatever the heck they want to. So here, green tank won't move, and the yellow tank sort of blocked in by the mine. And actually, the yellow tank could have even moved the green tank into the mine at some point. That would have been funny. Another team kill would have been cool. Nice kill there. And by firing at that left wall, it means those bullets aren't going to come back to bite me at all. Whereas if I fire straight down or straight up, then they are going to come back and bounce back at me, which could... It's not just going to take long to reload, but it's also going to mean I'm going to have to defend myself against my own bullets, which is not ideal. So red tank often goes the correct way. Grey tank is normally the one that's there on that mission, on this mission layout, mission 3. But yeah, working out fine there. Because they like to go towards you. You can often just fire straight at them and get a cheap kill. This is mission 40. This is a brawl with a purple tank. Often, I find they go down. But sometimes they'll go up. They'll throw you off. Lots of things happen that can just throw you off in this game. Here, I want to just fire straight at this green tank. I just want to take it out. There you go. And as long as I do that, it will fire at me. But I should get a kill on it. Even if I end up dying myself. That's really bad. I mean, I shouldn't have died there. I just was an idiot. I'm going to be honest. I don't have any other words for that. That's fine. There weren't really any other threats to deal with, so that's just a skill issue. There we go. And that is a... Back up to 8 lives, though. That's fine. That's another 5 missions done. I'm torn whether I want to go the shortcut way or not. I think I will. So there is a mine that I couldn't see, actually. Just wanting to play safe around that. You know what? They've trapped themselves in. I'm going to go this way, because this is where I normally deal with the green tank anyway. They might end up going round now. Almost dying on my own bullet there. Nice. Took a little while on that mission. It was a little bit difficult to deal with because I knew the brown tank wasn't going to go anywhere. I'm just going to do a couple of bullets there because I do want to take out these greens as a priority, as in right now. There we go. Good. That was a very difficult layout. If you get a lot of greens in a really bad spot there, mixed with a couple of mid-range tanks like purples or reds, you're in big trouble. And that is what we had there. So, yeah, good to know what you're doing there in a lot of different circumstances, because that could have been a lot worse. That is probably one of the first instances of a mission that could just drain our lives. And what is that here? That looks like a green tank. I'm just going to take it out from the bottom. You can just see a tiny, tiny speck of pixels. I'm actually going to fire at the wall here. And apparently I'm going to miss all the bullets except one. That's all you need. You only need one. And that should take it out. Very nice. And I can play safe behind the wall. Good. Anywhere where I can play safe behind a wall is pretty much gold dust, as far as I'm concerned. And this is another half randomized map. We have 3 yellows. We are burning all our luck quite early, which I don't like, because we're going to need some of that later. And I died. That's unfortunate. This is the issue. Because yellow tanks are very unpredictable. They're very easy, but they're very unpredictable. So, you have enough of them, and it's just harder to deal with, in a way. It's kind of like Clyde in Pac-Man. That's my best analogy for them. Because they're so unpredictable, it makes them so much more awkward to deal with. We are back up to 8 lives. I have finished runs on way less at this stage. So next up, we have a green in the middle. Now, this is an awkward layout, because I can't really break through this wall and then just use that to kill them. That's really bad. They are definitely going to use that wall to their advantage. Apparently, that killed. I was not intending for that in any way, but that will speed it up massively. There's not nearly enough space to move on this layout, so I cannot break the wall and then kill the green tank like that. I have to go round. So that is, again, one of the most difficult layouts to be your random layout in the first 50 missions, to be honest. There are some even harder ones later when we start to have more tanks to deal with. That was a very sneaky rocket bullet there. But that one is way up there on the difficulty list. So we're coming up to the final tank grade. We still only have 5 tanks to deal with, but that will increase. Nice. I'm going to break through this wall. We are going to have 2 walls broken here, actually. That should be fine, though. Nice. And again, another green tank to deal with here. Nice. So the green is in a really bad spot. It's actually been moved now. Working out in my favour, though. Because the purple tank also stayed there. I just thought, you know what, I'll just fire at that now. I might as well go for it. And here are the black tanks. These fire rocket bullets. They are slightly faster, I'm fairly sure, than the normal rocket bullets. They're also a massive pain. So I could die here a lot of times. Hopefully I won't. But, yeah. There's not really any way of playing safe, especially on a mission like this. Thankfully, this is the only time we're going to see 2 black tanks on this mission layout. We will not see this again. This is possibly the most mean mission layout for them, as far as I'm concerned. There we go, and we get past it. Only 1 life lost. Not the end of the world. I have actually game over there with 6 lives before, when I was in my fledgling tanks career. Thankfully, we are not there anymore. Nice! That was just a really cheap kill. So here, you can actually just abuse the fact that tanks just seem to go really close to that. And also, I was aiming for the brown tank, really, because the brown tank was sort of there. If the brown tank got knocked into it for any reason, then that would have got me a free kill as well. But yeah, as long as they go within 2 tiles, that will auto-detonate and get you a free kill. And because we're playing on 4 to 3, we're saving time on every mission. It's slightly more risky because you have less space to move. But when you get used to 4 to 3, it's actually so much nicer, honestly. This is pretty much the entire reason we play on 4 to 3. I know I haven't mentioned it so far, but essentially it squishes the playing field, but it doesn't alter any of the tank's gameplay. Most of the time, all the 4 to 3 or 16 to 9 effects is just, oh, on billiards you have a bigger field of view of the background, and that's it really. That was very close. But here it makes a massive difference, and you kind of have to run on 4 to 3 if you're doing any sort of run with a substantial tank segment. Although there have been some previous world records that have used 16 to 9, like Theon's bronze medals world record used to play on 16 to 9, but that's only because there's 5 tanks missions there, so there's really not too much going on in terms of tanks. Purple's getting pretty dangerously close for my liking. I do want to take that out. Lots of purples on this. This is a really mean random mission. I just want to charge in here, see if I can take at least one of them out. There we go. Now we're cooking. Taking a really long time still. Oh. Oh my goodness. I'm getting trapped in. I'm getting trapped in. Okay. God, that was the most awkward purple tank I've ever seen. Wow. That was unreal. Okay, mission 55. This is another new layout. So as soon as I take out these bottom tanks, I can just sort of chill at the bottom and use it as a really, really cool hiding spot, i.e. half of the layout. So it's really useful. Sometimes the tanks will go through that gap, but they often won't. So it's a really, really nice layout for that reason. Although it is really difficult at the beginning. Yeah, really nice to have that safety. You don't get many layouts like that at this stage. And from now on, that will go in our layout pool. So we could see that layout again. So there's our first green tank gone. Barely. Apparently those shots were almost all completely away off. Nice. Three greens here. This is a massive pain. I'm going to try my best to keep one bullet at my disposal at all times. Nice extra kill there. Yeah, as long as I only use 4 of my bullets, then I do still have that one to defend myself. But we get so late on into the game that you might even need 2 to defend yourself, so it doesn't really work all the time. Sometimes you're just destined to need to lose a life and carry on, which is what makes Deathless so hard as a challenge run here. I know there's bullets coming towards me, so I'm just going to retreat. Nice. I am going to have to break through this wall. Take out that brown tank. Slowing me down again, but obviously for safety, brown tanks are really nice to spawn in. Here's another one. Cancelling out some of my bullets there. Not quite getting the brown tank out of the way. That's fine. Yep, nice. Cool. And mission 60, another completely predetermined one. There are... Yeah, this is a nightmare. Oh, okay, I did get the black tank, but I did try and defend myself there. I was a little bit late. I would say several frames too late. That's fine. So I do want to fire directly at that green. I do want to take that out ASAP. Again, matter of urgency to take that one out. It's a nightmare. And also the fact that I cannot see into the middle. This layout is a massive pain. Nice, so the black tank has now blocked itself in, and we get that kill. 1 minute and 24 saved. Only 1 life lost. We get that back now. We're back to 9 lives. And we're now seeing 6 tanks per layout. I was hoping for that purple kill there. I'm kind of worried I'm boxing myself in. That's fine. Okay, cool. Oh, that was close. That was very, very close. Okay. And then as long as I chill over here, the green won't bother me until I actually go over to it. There we go. And then it's slightly further forward than I'd like it to be. I think it might have got pushed by the grey tank at some stage, because that's not normally where it spawns, I'm fairly sure. Only by like 1 tile. I might just be wrong. Doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. And again, another black tank to deal with here. Let's see if we can try and take it out while there's so many tanks on the screen and it doesn't like to fire. There's only 2 left now, so it could end up being a bit of a nightmare. It SDs to its own mine, because black tanks are very susceptible to that, because they move so fast and they don't really... They still think fast, but they don't quite think fast enough to think, oh no, my own mine is there, I need to retreat right now. Because not just that, there was also another mine there. So it was just a bit awkward for the black tank to approach that. And again, black tank deciding to corner itself, box itself into the corner. My bullets were coming towards it, so it couldn't do that. And then there's another death. Okay, I'm going to try and get the purple first. That's just going to be firing so many more bullets at me. And was that another team kill? That's incredible. And we still have this white tank to deal with. There it goes. Mission 65. This is half randomized. And it's another new layout. I like to play very safe on this one. Or not safe, but again, nothing is safe here. I like to just stay in the box until most threats are gone. There's the black tank. That's the main one out of the way. Oh, and that's just really bad. That's just really bad. Okay. We're still on 8 lives. It's fine. So take out that grey tank there. And you can see now why I like to just stay in the box until the end. Because I'm not going for the fastest run ever. I just want to complete the run. Still have a white tank and a red. And then they're both gone. Another 16 seconds saved. Very nice. And we're back to 9 lives. We're going to see this a lot now. Although maybe we'll start draining lives a little bit from now on. Seeing as we now have 6 tanks to deal with. Nice. There's a green out the way. Nothing else gone though, which is a really bad position. Yeah, again, these mines getting laid onto the middle is really tough to deal with. And that's going to be a really awkward one, and barely avoiding that bullet. That was I could just tell as soon as that got shot that was a really good angle. But I figured that was probably the easiest way of me dealing with that. Okay, here we go. Oh, I did fire a bullet, but it was just slightly too left. That's fine. We are back down to 8 lives again. So I now know that's a red tank in the center. Got a little bit more intel for this attempt. It's not going to help a whole lot, but it's going to do something. I'm going to have to defend that bullet there. There we go. My own bullet. Nice. Two black tanks here. That's pretty rough. Okay, we'll try and take out absolutely everything beforehand because the black tanks are not going to come towards me in any way. Or most likely they won't. They could, but they probably won't. And another death because they're just... The tanks are just being really annoying at the moment. Okay. 3 of them are gone, though. So we are starting to get the life drain very early here. Hopefully it doesn't stay that way. Boxing themselves in, but it's a really bad box for me to try and take some shots at, so I'm just not going to go for it. That could get a kill if I am good. There we go. Nice. I'm just going to wait for that one to go, and then this is not going to go towards me. Nice. Very well dealt with there. Knowing that the bullet would just go straight into that mine helps a lot. Okay, good layout to get. This is a little slow. I'm going to go around. Obviously, this is really good because it means I have a little bit of safety at the beginning and I can just fire at walls. This is a layout I'd like to see a lot more, please. Now, I'm actually going to break through this wall because there's barely enough space for me to fire through and take out that green. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. Take out that grey before I start going towards the green. And I'd like to take out that green without going all the way around to the left and destroying the wall. Saves a lot of time. Mission 70. This is another really long layout. This is a maze, essentially. But if we get this again later on, this is going to be a massive time loss. But again, it means we can sort of break down the mission and play a lot safer. So honestly, in a run like this, I just want to get this layout, if I'm honest. It doesn't come up very often, but it can. And it would be nice if it did. There's the white tank gone. So you see a lot more of these layouts just throwing in all of the top tier tank grades. Now I'm going to lay a mine there just in case the black tank decides to lure the green into, or push the green into that space. It doesn't often happen, but it can. Anything to make my life sometimes a little bit easier, I will absolutely go for. And that's another split. We're back to 8 lives now. We lost 2 in that section of 5. And we're now on to... Yeah, we're still on 6. It tells me at the beginning. I should know. Didn't really want to use all my bullets there, but that's okay. Nice. That layout can be a massive pain later on when we have more tanks to deal with. Nice. Just get so many explosions happening all at once. Everything going on. So much chaos. I think it was 3 kills in that tiny space. Okay, I'm going to fire it here, just in case. No, it's another red tank. That happened last time. Green tank's getting moved forward. I do not want to have to deal with that any longer. Get out. Thank you. And purple tank playing ball there. Very useful. Yellow tank is fine. Yellow tank will just charge into me. That's okay. Barely avoiding that there. So really difficult green placements here. I just want to take that purple tank out. There we go. And now we're back to just a few tanks. I do not want to keep losing lives in these situations, and I have already done that a couple of times in this run, though. Nice. Taking it out with this own mine. That's bound to happen at some point. Mission 75. This is this maze layout. Oh, this huge wall layout again. But with random tank grades. Nice. I'm going to fire at that brown tank. Actually getting the yellow as well, because yellow's just sort of... They just want to get involved everywhere they go. And I'm going to try my best to get a really cheap kill there. Didn't quite happen. Wasn't expecting it to. To be honest, it doesn't really happen. It's so far for the tank, for the bullet to go. That's a really good split, though. Back to 9 lives. That was a deathless set of 5 missions. Oh, wow. 4 yellows and 2 black tanks. Very interesting. Not particularly nice, because there's 2 black tanks, and they are going to be a massive pain. But we will run it, obviously. Oh, I haven't really got a choice now. Nice. There we go. Okay. Just counting down how many there are left, to be honest. Yo, Benson, how's it going? Oh, no. It's like the only thing I haven't done in this game yet. Still need to make tanks level 100. Yeah. It's tough. It's brutal. It takes a lot of practice. It took me months before I actually managed to beat tanks 100. The first time I did it was in my first highest achievements run. Because I was trying to go for it outside of that. I was just doing normal, just tanks 100. But it just wasn't happening. So I thought, you know what? I just need to try and do highest achievements. And it still took ages, but it happened eventually. Okay, I'm just going to chill around this wall. Glad I did. Nice. Any mission where I can just have any amount of safety is, again, as I keep saying, is gold dust. I need it. That's brutal. I think it got pushed. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to break this wall. This is the problem. It can make this even more awkward. But I'm going to try it. It's the only... Yeah, there you go. That green tank was in a really bad spot. Okay, good. We are through. 3 greens here. This is another brutal one. I think playing on save states really helps, honestly. Because there's obviously no mission select in this game. Playing on save states means you can just sort of practice specific layouts, but in the late game where there's a bunch of tanks on them. Practicing the layouts and knowing exactly what to do on each one helps a bunch. Because you know what to do against each tank, but sometimes you can't do that because you've got 8 tanks to deal with. Anyway, this is mission 80. There are only breakable walls here, and they start you off with 2 yellow tanks. Thankfully, they didn't do a lot of damage. If I wanted to, I could break through these walls. Nice, really quick clear there. Another minute saved. And we're back to 9 lives. 1 life lost there, that's okay. I do want to get to 10, though. And we're now seeing 7 per mission. Also, yeah, spoilers. We will see 8 tanks per mission should I get to the final 10. Oh, that would have been a really good kill to get. That would have been a really good kill. See, I need to deal with this green tank. Oh, that was close. And it's still not gone. Oh, and the black tank's still there. I'm just going to rush him. I'm just going to rush him. See if it happens. It didn't. Okay. Nice. Okay. Took a while. But again, no death. So that's good. Right. I've always said I want to be on 10 lives for the final 10 missions, and it's never happened. Just for the ultimate potential safety. And even then, it could still game over. I think if that happened in a real run of this, then I would just mercy kill tanks and just do the other games. And then just do whatever I can in tanks at the end if there's any time. That's honestly the best way. But I think this is a... Oh, I literally pressed B in time. What the hell? I think this is just such a unique showcase for this game that it just deserves to be shown off. Like, it's completely different to Plats. And especially for really, really long-a-thon, you know. Or any other marathon that may exist in the future that focuses on long runs or completionist runs like this, you know. I'm down to run this. Because this is just a culmination of everything that this game has. I do not want to use that to my own disadvantage. Thank you. Okay, that paid off, but it shouldn't have. That really should not have paid off for me there. That was a very silly decision in terms of safety. Okay. Still 8 lives. Oh no, now this is the layout I do not want. Categorically. You do not want this layout. Not at this stage. You do not want it. It's brutal. We can still get it when there are 8 tanks remaining. Or 8 tanks on some of these. Oh, so the bullet hit the wall, but it still carried on going. And it killed me, and I didn't know where it was. That was just really awkward. Okay. Honestly, 1 death on this layout is not too bad. Can we just close it out, please? This is the mission 10 layout, but when you have any more than just 2 red tanks, this could have a case for being the worst one. Okay, again with this layout. This is not original. This is one we've already seen. There we go. We're taking it out. Nice. That was going to start to firing at me again there, and it would have been a free kill for the teal. Okay. I'm just going to go round. I'm just going to play safe. It's not quite happened there. It's a bit annoying. There you go. 2 minutes saved for that. And we're back to 8 lives. I still want to be on a little bit more than this. But it's fine for now. Good layout, honestly. Not the best. but to have a little bit of safety is good. Right, I just want to take that green tank out. Right, I'm going to go around this way because there's less destroyed walls. That's good. Not good, rather. That's really bad. Still can't take that yellow tank out. There we go. Right, I'm going to fire at some of these walls. See what we can do. There's one. Black tank, pause. It's in a really bad spot. You know what? I'm going to go through. I'm going to rush it. Nice. Some of these, you just know this is good. I'm just going to go for it. And it's favourable. It doesn't always work, but it's favourable. Anything that's favourable is what you want in tanks at this stage. Ah, my own bullet. I don't know. No, it wasn't my own bullet. It was one of the others. Okay, five tanks left. Still 2 blacks, still 2 purples. It's not a great layout, in all honesty. And it's rushing me. That's incredibly rare. In that scenario, incredibly rare for that to happen. Normally they'll be playing defensive. Not always the case, as we've seen. But, yeah. You just sort of want to prepare yourself for that, but you just can't. Okay, good. 88. 7 lives left. We got just under 2 lives per mission now. Okay, we've still got a white tank, and we've still got a grey. Not quite taking it out there. I'm going to focus on the white tank. Cool. And that grey is probably going to go down. I'm just going to break this wall just in case. Or not. Right. I forgot where I placed the mine. That was very worrying. I could have died to a grey because of that. Right, this is bad. This is a bad layout in terms of greens. I cannot break through that wall, so I have to change up my entire game plan for the mission. Which is obviously bad. That's fine. We'll see what we can do before we break through. And that is why 4 to 3 is hard, because, yeah, I have to deal with green tanks taking pot shots through that wall. You have a bit more leniency for 16 to 9 here. Yo, Cindy, how's it going? I'm doing this for really, really long-a-thon. God help me that I'm submitting this, but I mean, same for anything that that gets submitted there, right? Okay, mission 90. This is 8 grey tanks. Don't laugh. This is hard. They are so random and difficult to deal with. I like to reserve at least 2 lives for this, honestly. And it's the mental game. Dying to mission 90 is just sad. There we go, we're past it. Okay, 8 lives. We're not gonna hit 9. We're not gonna hit 10. We only have 1 more spare. Okay, we're now on 8 tanks per layout. So many that one spawns in your face on that one. It's just terrible. Nice. Okay. Still got a ricochet on that one. Knowing roughly which bullets have ricochets left over is also really good. Just being as aware of everything as possible. Okay. What is my PB in this? It's like 56 minutes, right? Okay. I need to take that out right now. Nice. Those bullets are going to take a really long time to reload, but I don't really care at the moment. I will be honest. Nice black tank kill. Very good. Take out both these mines. I don't know if there's any more mines left over. They have 10 seconds before they detonate on their own. So I just got to play really safe when there's yellows, or just anything that can lay mines, which is basically every mission at this stage. Nice. Good defense. It's a 102. Oh, is it? Oh, I think I've submitted another one from there. Because it took me ages to get around to submitting it. I think I remember I got a sub-hour. Alright. I need bullets back, please. Got to the first part. Oh yeah, all good. It's in the queue, yeah. I can just verify it myself, but... I can just verify that right now. I mean, I could have just verified it myself. It's not like it's a... I don't feel so bad, like, verifying it myself. Unless it's like a world record. Like, I'm not verifying the golds run for myself. That's just toxic. I'm not toxic, but you know what I mean. It just looks bad. Oh no, don't do that to me. Okay, just take out that black tank for free, please. I would like that. Okay, thank you. Just make all the active runners verifiers. Yeah, exactly. That is so true. Literally anyone running the game right now is verifier. It's like, gives us the vibes of a channel that's got like 2 viewers average. That just everyone is mods, and someone comes in, it's like, wow, is this just mod channel? Question mark. Same vibes. Okay, I don't know why I'm so scared of the white tank now. I just realised I got the maze layout. Obviously it's not fast, but again, it's safety. Oh, cool, that's a kill. Oh wait, no. Of course I got the maze layout. It's supposed to happen there. It's mission 95. Ignore me. I'm getting late in the tanks run and I'm facing table tennis in a minute. Okay, please. No, we're not losing 9 lives to a teal tank in my face. No, that's not happening. Right, thank you. Black tank needs to go. Oh, it's not happening. Okay. Nice! I was really banking on that working and I wasn't expecting it, but I'm happy with that. Nice. 4 left. If I speed up a little bit, I could PB. Which I was not expecting for Tanks 100 standalone. Which is why I was sort of trying to think of what my PB was. I've only ever had 1 sub-hour as well. So as long as I finish this, I should end up getting my 2nd best ever run. If not PB. And by a big margin too. Nice, that was really good. I can't believe there was 8 tanks on that layout. That just went by really fast. 8 lives. Nice. Yeah. Rush it. Yes. 2 left. Okay, right. Oh, God. No. Thank you. Did the green tank get moved to the corner or what? What tank is that? There's still 2 left. I knew it. That exploded into green. I know that's a green. My goodness, whatever. I guess it made it, like, useless. Okay, so final mission. We have 4 black tanks, 2 brown tanks, a white tank, and a green tank on the mission 1 layout. That's fine. That's sub 55 by a margin. And we know how to deal with this one. It's the mission 1 tank. That's it. Wow. That's not where I split in all achievements, but that's a huge time save. Now, I'm really hoping I don't lose this on table tennis now. Now, obviously, we don't get score skip there because it's 540. We don't have the full game on a new profile at the start. Here we go. This is where it gets brutal. Table tennis. Okay, not find me yet. Find me's just long.